Good morning and welcome to Mo Knows This and Mo Knows That. Starring Monica Mo Justice and the influencers. Oh, darn bucket. Hey, DC. Hey, Giggle C. All right. Sorry, I was a little late. I thought I was late. Good morning, Sam Francis. Wow. Whoa. Don't nobody say anything to me. I meant to have this last night, but I fell asleep before I could have it. So I'll have it in the morning. When you mow, you could do whatever you want to do. You can eat whatever you want to eat. Now it did some horrible raining all night. Like when I say rain, it really rained. Like rained. And I'm like, wow, what the heck? Hey Andre Kitchen. Um and oh, that's it. All right. So what's our Sunday like? What we doing this Sunday? Anybody got anything special going on? Mm, mm, sorry. Oh, it's melting in my mouth. It never rains in Southern California. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting these kind of notices. Let me make sure my version tight security is up. I can't believe it, the extremes we have to go through. Um, I just be so like, okay. I'm sorry, I just be making sure my virgin type security is up. You're on your way to breakfast? Oh wow. Mm. Mm. All right. I gotta bust out. I don't want to ruin your morning. Please do say what you need to say, Miss Francis. What could ruin my morning? Which it never rained. Oh, you probably could really sing that stuff too, because you know I can't sing. And that Nicola, right? She'd be like, "Oh, you can hold the tune." I'd be like, "Yo, they can't even say, girl, you can't sing." Hey, Setsuma, go ahead, San Francis. Say what you want to say. Write what you want to say. This is not about a whole bunch of whipped cream. Mm. Well, Um, I decided to share with y'all some text messages or some messages I received from subscribers. There's one I'm not gonna read it all the way. Um, you know, here's the thing about it. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Um, please hit the like button. Welcome, Fernandez Ferrando. Um, the good thing about the start of a new day is that that's what it is. It's the start of the new day. So we get to just put the things that happened yesterday beside us. I thank you for sharing that. See, because at the time I probably needed to know. I probably needed to know that because um you you can't be responsible for my actions. Only I am responsible for my actions. That's the best way to put it. And and what this is turning into is that one day I was so this is what this is turning into. One day I was here moving forward. I've been moving forward full stream ahead since I started out. And I was doing my best at it. And just one day, somebody made me revisit something that I put behind me that I just got to a point where I said, and you may do this in life. You'll get to a point in the situation where there's no win for you. And you just be like, I'm just gonna put that behind me, put it off, put it past, put it past me. But someone approached me and said, good morning, Black Diamonds. Someone would like to apologize to you. Would like to speak to you to apologize to you. I said, it's like it's non-negotiable to me. There's nothing to apologize for. The damage is already done. Hang on a minute. I look. I said, damn, the video's already there. Actions speak louder than words. I left it. It passed me by with that. That is where I should have left it. So if anyone has to look back and reflect on something, it's me. Because that was my response. And that's all that needed to be. But me feeling the way I felt like, why am I sending this back to a third party? I got a platform. So I said it here. A second person has nothing to do with the situation. Came in here, High Rocket Gaming, came in here and wrote something where the influencers are. We all know that the influencers are a critical part of my life. Person did it saying, don't be talking about my girl like that, and yada, yada, yada. That person obviously didn't know that her girl offered an apology. And that's why she was even being brought up. So I'm like, what are you doing in here? So that is what start me off. It's that person in the middle, that lion heifer hoe, that just decided to come into something. They ain't got nothing to do with her. She didn't make the video. This is in my chat. I'm not even talking about anywhere else. But from that moment, because that second person came in, most people associate that second person with the third person, not even the first person, with the third person. So I started getting emails about, do you like the third person? I'm like, I ain't got no problem with her. Like, what the hell? Like, we're good. I'm wondering, like, why the third person is even saying anything. Now I know that they like all cool and everything else, but this is weird to me. And then I went in the live for someone else, and that third person wrote what she wrote, because that second person is all in the middle. But I know a lot of you only connect her really to the second the second person to the third person, because she already broke up the third person's relationship with somebody else that we all saw on the YouTube on a live that was put together by the first person. So in all the persons, uno, dos, tres, are messy. They're not people I want to deal with. And I know how they handle their business. So I'm not reaching out to you. There's no reason for me to reach out to you. You had a salacious video out about me that was just a lie. And if any person, uno, dos, tres, thought that video was appropriate, so that's it. I have a right to feel the way I feel about it. I got a right to curse out, tell off, or whatever anybody related to that video. And when you supplant yourself in a situation because you want to be involved, it's crazy. Because number two, supplanted herself there. She had nothing. She didn't need to say nothing. The number one person who made the video did a boss B move. Live up to your boss B actions. Live through the boss B reaction. I have already spoken to her on it on another platform. Told her that it was inaccurate. Told her on that platform that she did a misjustice. But because that guy got a million names for his platforms, I can't find that video, because I surely was going to look for that one. But maybe I'll reach out to that guy and tell him I want to use that video, because she now took down her video, but I'm in a different place with a different space of people that need to just have that validation. But I got no reason to lie on person A, person 1, 2, or 3. You know why? Because they're not even in my inner thoughts in my bad moment. But person 3, on a side note, even though I said I didn't have no problem with her, I already knew that she had a problem with people I was with. Crazy. And there have been numerous lives throughout where she sat there and cussed us out. Numerous, where she called us all kinds of bees. She went on a platform and answered to that. And that's it. I'm glad you acknowledged that you thought you made me feel some kind of way. Um, I feel like it's a horrible position for you to be in because I know that you care very dearly about person three. And I know that, like, I know that you care very dearly about me. And I know that this must be a hard place for you to be in. And I understand that. And I don't want you to be in that place. And I just I hate that. I hate that I hate that you find yourself in the middle. And I love the fact that I don't speak to you outside of the chat room. So it's what people see here. Um and that's it. So if I had to fall back on my dislike because I know that it is I would not want to be in your position. And that's it. Why are we talking about Saudi Arabia? You feel like you in Saudi Arabia right now? I don't. Yeah, I can't even fathom what that must feel like. And I'm sorry that you are in this position. But okay. This is the United States over here. And this United States stuff over here. Just crazy stuff going on. So thank you in Spain. I mean covered in Spain. Hey Spain. Um that I that is a horrible position for you to be in. That's a horrible position for all subscribers to be in, especially if you have a mutual relationship with people. So I'm just so sorry for that. And like because we're not outside of this chat. I know how you feel about me because I've seen you here. I've seen you follow me to other places. I've seen you stand up for me in other situations. So I know how you feel about me. Um, and I employ person number three to know that Sam Francis is a mutual friend. Neither one of us should have her feeling any kind of way about either of us. And I don't know why person three, besides what I believe to be a situation stemming out of our association with another channel that we all met at, because I didn't meet her before that channel, um and us being part of, I always call it the ladies of truth because I'm just dignified like that. But I went back in my thought process and I remember the first time that I ever felt smited by that person. And that was when she called us Charlie's Angels, but she called it Truth Angels. She said, "Oh, so you and your little Truth Angels, what is your purpose?" That's when I knew there was something else going on. And I wrote that person and said, "What the hell is going on?" But I had already, which is so weird because I had already stepped down off the platform, pulled myself out of their hangout because I didn't want to be bothered with this anymore. This is before there was even an argument with the April chick. I was already feeling a certain kind of way about the whole situation. And this is what I heard her call us. So I was like, what the hell is that about? So we have been taking side digs for a long time. That's all I'm saying. And you guys didn't know it because we were ladies about it. Lovely one, you should not be treating Sam Francis like that. She has nothing to do with how I feel. Nothing whatsoever. And lovely one, I heard you tell your subscribers that if you see them over here, you are going to feel a certain kind of way about it. And then I always came over here and I told everybody, if you find yourself in that situation, and I'll say it again, and I'm sorry that St. Francis is so front facing, that it's okay to hang out inside of the parking lot and not write in the chat. Just do a like. And I know a few more people that I know come from you that are over here that they don't write inside the thing, they write in the comments. So I know that they support me, but I also know that they support you. This is a terrible imposition on people that are in the middle. They should not be that way. Things should not be that way. You should not be that way. I'm so sorry for that. Thank you, Daryl, for breaking this, breaking the thing. You and I, that's the one thing I agree. If I go in somebody's room and I type to say hello and that thing don't appear for me, I'll be like, unsub, bye. And that's it. And there's a few places I've been like that, and I'll be like, yo, did I not roll up into girly stuff? And I type and I can't. Now, sometimes I have made a point to say something to other people and be like, "Yo, you're not gonna believe it." I sang Hebrew the other day. I said, "Hey, Hebrew, tell your peeps." I went in somebody's stuff and I couldn't type, so I'm gonna try it again. But if I can't get in, I'm not there. No, I have to. I had to say that because it is very hard. What y'all don't understand, it is very hard for newcomers who haven't been here since January, but who have met me along the way and who have participated in my growth. Um, to explain a situation they know nothing about. They just been lost for days, and someone wrote me and said, "Mo, you're very positive, but I don't understand what the beef is. I don't have enough background information." I'm like, she's like, "I've been looking all over the place. I don't know what video you're talking about." And I'm like, damn. Even Sam Francis said, what video you talking about, Monica? And I kept saying to her, just go to the other person's channel and find it. Because I felt like she's been here for a while, so she should have known. But then I thought about it and I said, well, damn, we'll just all look at it. A lot of people didn't get what the beef is. So I just wanted to show y'all because I could show you better than I could tell you. And then you could come to your own conclusion. But, I could keep saying hashtag release the tapes. But the first component of putting together that whole video is that the information was acquired improperly. Everything about it was wrong. But we all knew this. And that's right, Miss Radadai. Yes, to come to your own conclusion. so that y'all wouldn't be sitting here. But that's only person one. The problem didn't come in until person two came in this chat and wrote something. And most people associate person two with person three. See? So when I started getting inquiries, it was as if because two popped up, everybody thought I had beef with three. And I didn't. And until three came into some place and you could feel the tension. Honey. So, yeah. So people put themselves in stuff. Why? So I just concluded like this. Misery loves company. I'm not miserable. I'm not joining it. That's it. I'm happy here. And that's it. I am just alarmed at the situation with Sam Francis. That's all. And if I had a good bone in my body, which I do, I would say that we all know she needs to be no collateral damage in our dislike. And then, and that's it. And that's it. So today, I had wanted to share one comment that I saw from someone who's struggling here on the YouTuber because they was here once upon a time and the streets were crazy. And every time nobody watched. Yo, I can't with DC some days. He's like, yeah, nobody watches that anyway. So thanks for reminding me about that because you can't make people relevant again. So someone writes, Monica, that little me analogy you talk about, that is so true. And that's why I listen to you. Because you're real and that's true. I definitely need to keep him down. He tries to rear his face. I knock him back down. I've been staying out of your chat and comments because I listen to your lives to get the message. And they say, and you're smart. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Those are the type of comments that I receive. And I have to remember something else that I taught here, or something else I brought to the forefront is, and that's a comment I woke up to this morning, and I was like, "Ah, that's a good thing to wake up to." So I'm like, "Ah," but I allow one disruption inside the influencer setting to turn into a distraction. And That I apologize for, truly and dearly. But a part of this is that I'm also socializing, and I go through things. So and that's it. And I want everyone, this is why I even say it to the people that are inside, don't come inside the chat, that when you do come in the chat, we want your conversation to be focused on the topic. We want to hear your influence, and we want your voice to be heard. So that's why you're there. When people come and disrupt it, we try to get rid of them as quickly as possible. But when I'm asking who you are, get to know you, it's to welcome you on board or to eliminate you for other reasons. If a person has been here before and knows the environment, they won't even be offended by that greeting coming into the chat. But if a person has ill intents, it'll have its own they'll get away with a lot of things. But disruptions are temporary. They're small, they're minute. The only way they become anything of vibe that's is when you allow a disruption to become a distraction. We have a lot of disruptions in our day. We could be walking down the street and it just start raining. You have to stop and take out your umbrella. That's just a disruption, from you walking without the umbrella until like a real storm comes in or something. Then you're distracted. You might have to go dive in for cover somewhere. So I'm just saying, disruptions are there. They're gonna come in life no matter what they are. They're small. They're here for this moment. They don't last forever. They don't. That's why Nicki Minaj made that statement. I wish this moment could last forever. Unless you allow it to fester and grow, then a disruption turns into a distraction. And every path that you're on, everything that you're doing is sidetracked because you let something that might have been very small turn into something very big. And it's the same thing if you ignore something small and you, like, let's suppose you have like a small leak and you don't address it as a small leak and you allow it to fester and grow, then you got a big damage. Goodbye, San Francis. Love you too. And I hear you loud and clear, Katrina. Um, uh, then you got a big damage that got to be repaired. You might have to go dig in between something else. Now, instead of just making the small repair to stop the leak, now you got to deal with all the residual damage. And I'm going to deal with all the residual damage as it is. And we're just going to continue to move our path forward. I am not perfect. I depend on the influencers. But it's I depend on me to know that and to self-correct. And sometimes I need a good shaking up. Don't be afraid to give it to me because the truth hurts. But if you take the time to share the truth with me, I might not like it because this is how we are. We human. But in my reflective mode, I take things really seriously, how people perceive me and how people receive me. Those are very important to me because at the end of the day, I will leave this earth. All I had was my name. You understand? This is why you see people want to make monuments and stuff out of people that are no longer here and stuff like that because they want you to remember that person's name. That person was important to somebody. I am important to somebody. I am doing something important. And if my legacy somehow evolves around whatever I did on the YouTube at some point in time, I want it to be as inspirational and as motivational as it could be for the advancement of women. And that comes to the men part of it. I've always said that I am for the empowerment of women. And if women are empowered, the men are sure to follow. Because if we're feeling good about ourselves, that means we are doing good things in our relationships. And for those that are not in woman man relationships, then we're doing something about our relationships. So that means whatever relationship you're into, by having a whole you, a happier you are, in fact, good morning to Black Diamonds, you are, in fact, in a better situation. Happy me, happy you. Like, it's the simplest concept, but we allow little disruptions to become greater distractions. But sometimes we ignore disruptions that if we had taken care of in their small stage, we would have never had a distraction in the first place. So again, little me becomes so freaking powerful because little me sits there in conflict with you all the time, in conflict with your strengths and in conflict with your weaknesses. So a lot of people think little me is just challenging your weaknesses and tagging on those. No, little me is hitting your strengths too, because that's that doubt. That's that doubt. And when the doubt kicks in, that's when everything else just happens. Like I am confident that I am going to get me a vehicle. Now I might not get one this weekend. I might not even get one this week. I better have something this week because I'm going on a road trip. We're going on a road trip. I don't know how we're going to, I haven't figured it out. This is the crazy. I haven't figured it out, but that's my goal for this week. I'm off. I'm going to love it. And when I'm off, and I'm going to say this because I'm off again in August. I know y'all not going to see me in August. No, I shouldn't say that because I normally don't do Chico's death well, and I did this year very well because I had you guys. So the week that I took off, or I took off 15th, 16th, and 17th, and then the Saturday and Sunday, because that's my birthday out that, and Chico's birthday was right behind mine, so I took the whole time so that I could just reflect. And I know that because his birthday this year is on the 17th, that probably in the project, we have a thing called Chico Day in the project. Um, so what you mean I don't sleep? I was asleep. Don't get it twisted. We did the game last night. I shut that down. I don't know when Nicola went live, but I went inside Nicola's live and I went to sleep. You guys are the most important, besides King of Phone. You guys are the most important. Put it in chat. Y'all know I'm gonna get my man right. Good night, Miss Ride or Die. Go ramble to bed. Go ramble in them sheets. I love you much too. Oh my God. Of course I do. And you know I do, Andre. You came in there shouting, get out the fire. I got out so quick. I was like, where's the button? King of Folks said, "What made you leave?" He's like, "What made you leave?" I was just like, "You ain't read, you ain't seen the thing." I don't know, because Iceberg was slaughtering people left and right. He was like, "Yo." So you gotta know that it's love, because I just was like, you ain't even like, there was no hesitation. I was just like, "What?" I saw that. I was like, "Whoop." This program has been temporarily interrupted. You had to be here yesterday. You so if you missed it yesterday, we was live. We was going through a live, yada yada yada. In the midst of the live, I'm like, and I was in full conversation. I was like, and Kitchen just came in and said, "Bam!" I said, "Boom." There was no why. So I'm gonna say that's the woman I am. Like, when I roll hard, yo, that's exactly how it felt. You're so right, Jason. It's like, it. There's no hesitation when you know who's for you. Like, it's just like, oh, stop. It's just the way it is. But that's what I be telling people. Like, I'm her. I'm that street girl. Like, don't get it twisted. I watch the streets. I used to watch my son, and I used to be like, yes. But I told y'all, someone came in. This is how you know when you're someone. I was on this YouTube, and someone, I don't mention his name, but someone, and I trust him. Like, I trust him wholeheartedly too. Text me while I was on a live, right? Somebody else's panel, and said, "Abort the mission. Get the fuck out of there. Like, what you doing up there? Like, why you up there?" Oh, like, I was like, I don't know. I got invited. Like, the topic was all messy and everything. And I was like, he was like, "Get out of there." And I was like, I can't, because I was invited or whatever. And that's it. And it was like, oh, you understand? Like, that was a mistake I made. And I lived everything past that moment had been a problem since. But if I just had, I looked at the message and I was like, damn, I should have just got out. That was my warning, and I didn't take it. So I was like, shiz, don't let me be on this thing again and get a warning from somebody that I know has my best intentions. Never happen again. Yeah, I should have been like, and I didn't. But it was not out of disrespect for that person, because I was like, oh, and then I'm like sitting here like, wonder what's going on. And then it was like, the warning came, and then the bullshit erupted. And I was like, oh, why didn't I just get out of Dodge? So, I mean, they tried. If that person ever came back to me and said, "I told you so," I would be like, you are so 1000% correct. If I had just aborted the mission, yes, I would have been okay. I heard that movie wasn't all that great. Andre Kitchen is driving, so he said he can't text. He's just listening. Oh my God. Yo, Iceberg is a hot mess. And you know what's so funny about that? Iceberg comes in here that morning and he says there was a couple of trolls swatting around, right? Iceberg comes in and is like, "Yo, Mo, give me a wrench." I'm like, "Ah, man, this is against the principles here, because, Iceberg, the wrench is so I'm all in my head. And then I said, "Ah, shucks." One of them days. And the purpose of that is because it's just like, wow. But for the newcomers, and the people that just met me, and you're really getting to like me. I come from an environment with some of these peoples, and if you ever just been in the chat, just chatting it up with folks, you would see why we like each other. Like we are a family, believe it or not. And it's the and I I keep trying to tell the people, even the people that you're having the beef with right now, we were all connected for a reason. I don't know why we're disconnected right now, but it was for a reason. It was for a reason. We've spent a lot of many nights up. We spent a lot of nights agonizing and talking together over, over the chat, over a situation. So we did some bonding. It's just that I think that some extra bonding went on. Some extra stuff went on, and you know, um, I was just about to say something about King of Foe. I'm just gonna leave it alone. But you know, it's just a weird thing. Some people just entered my life at the right time, and those that don't know Wit G, uh, and saw her here for the first time, you really have to travel back in my YouTube career, because we are family. And hey, Pamela Harris. Um, if you don't know my history with G, it's just like it's just crazy. We're crazy close. And like if I had to shut down the YouTube before it really, like, before I am right now with you influencers, the real influencers that are always here, that with G was like the best future me voice to have in your ear, because she was just so calm, and she was like, okay, we're gonna do this. If that's what you want to do, we're gonna do it. Like, so it was every step of the way, we're gonna do this. And all right, well, that didn't work. So it was that calm, nurturing, okay, beat me up. When I sat down with her and was like going through the book of my thoughts of what I was doing, she was like, that's a beautiful channel. Just like I know what kind of channel she wants to build. And as soon as we get it up and popping, that's what's gonna happen. And her channel is gonna be so much better than my channel, because she's not coming in off of these subs. We're gonna build that sucker over there. And I am going to be in the background as much as possible, so that thing pops like a newborn baby coming out. And I know that's going to grow over there faster than what I did over here, because we're going to put it out, and that's it. It's going to be her baby, but I learned so much here that it's going to be like development phase and pop it out. I don't know how I'm going to introduce influences to it. Um, so I probably will do a gradual. And it's not because I don't want y'all over there. It's because the crazy stuff that goes around. But I couldn't ask for a better friend than her. And that's 1,000. I couldn't ask for a better friend. Um and that's crazy. She's just like amazing sauce. Crazy. Um Anything else you guys want to discuss this morning? Little me is powerful though. Really powerful. Yeah. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. It's not the influencers gotta do better. It's me. It's all me all the time. That's why we're gonna take this road trip and I'm gonna pop out. And I don't know where we're gonna be at, but we're gonna have ourselves a good time. Oh shucks. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do Wi-Fi on the road. Cause I'm telling you, well, I might have to do just more videos, but we're gonna be on a road trip somewhere, somehow, something. Even if I just go to New York. I don't really just want to go to New York. I go to New York all the time. You guys love to see it, but if I get stuck in New York, in the comments, let me know where you would like what you would like to see in New York. And if I have to be stuck in a Big Apple, I guess I'll be stuck in a Big Apple with you guys, and I'll take you to the Big Apple to where you want to be. I probably record because everywhere you go, these people and their darn music, they just love music. One of the questions just saying on the thing was, "Where's music?" Like the game was hot last night. We're gonna do game night again like that. Um, I think I'm gonna start doing my videos that they're gonna go not on private. Central Park. Central Park is like freaking from 59th Street all the way to 110th Street. And I used to live on, when I was in the shelter, I lived on 110th Street, right at the entrance of Central Park. No, it's not, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna start putting my videos all on the link. I'm gonna start doing all unlisted. But I think for you to see unlisted, you gotta have a link, which means that you had to have gotten the notification. So that's gonna limit it only to subscribers. Miss Rod is going to bed. She been up all night. She was on the she was in the all night panel. Yeah, I have to start changing my circle of people. And part of it is who gets access. Like you have to limit access to you. So I have to limit access to me. I mean, like you meet a guy in the street, you don't automatically go to bed with him. You limit access to him, right? You let him take a little look, but then you don't let him get in. You know, like that's why the face and everything is supposed to be at one point. And that's it. But I'm gonna go and figure me out for today. I had some Maya Angelou stuff that I'll probably bring to you tomorrow morning. And I'll probably be doing 1 hours all this week because I got time. And that's it. I don't know why I keep saying and that's it. But I really want to go on a road trip. But I need a vehicle to do a road trip. So I have to figure that out. That is my goal to figure that out. And that's it. So you guys have a wonderful Sunday. And thank you, Black Diamonds. How's your head? Thanks, Satsuma. Girl, you let us you had like a malfunction moment. We was like, let's go get to the hair. Like you can't tell us anything about a perm. Like you said perm, and it was like all women just woke up. Like, no, we're not doing the perm thing here. Oh my goodness. Anywho, I will see you guys tomorrow in the AM. I will not be back to this evening. I don't care what happens. I will not be back this evening. I will see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. This is Mo, and I gotta go.